So one of the main reasons why I wanted to redo my office space was because, as you'll probably see over my shoulder, I have some new equipment. I purchased a Mac Studio and a studio display, and this wouldn't have been possible without the help of a local program run by my council called Go Succeed. So if you are in Northern Ireland and you're starting a business, you currently have a business, definitely check out Go Succeed. They have basically given me 70% towards this equipment, and I covered the final 30. But yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing that I've been awarded it, and I wanted to kind of redo the office so that I have space now for the new Mac Studio and studio display. Currently I've been running off a 16-inch MacBook Pro M1, which has been amazing, but I wanted to have something back home in my office with a bigger screen that I could sit down and edit and do all my videos on at home, and then have the laptop for when I'm out and about with clients. So let's get these unboxed and I'll show you around everything. So first impressions of the Mac Studio and studio display are good. I've had the 5K iMac before, so the screen resolution and quality is pretty much the same, and that's always been fantastic. I'm not too impressed with the speakers, as they sound a little bit echoey and not very full, but that could be down to my room, and maybe that'll change over time when I add some more fixtures and fittings, so I'll have to update you on that in the future. I decided to get the height and tilt adjustable stand with a display, and it's beautifully engineered and great for adjusting the angle and view of the screen when needed. In terms of the Mac Studio, I always preferred the idea of the iMac and having everything built in, but this has really grown on me. Something so simple as having the SD card and USB-C port on the front is so much better than having to reach around the back of an iMac to try and sort. In terms of the spec I went for, I'll pop up the details on screen. I'm looking forward to testing it out compared to my M1 MacBook Pro, but the great thing about the M series of chips is that they're all great and you'll not be disappointed no matter what one you get. The desk I have is the Magnus Pro XL from Secret Lab, and it's one of the best desks that I've ever owned. It's a sit-to-stand metal desk with magnets, and it has the best cable management system I have ever seen on a desk. It has a little digital display to show you the height of the desk, and you can save your favourites to 3 spots. They have a number of great magnetic accessories to go with it, and I'll show you the 2 that I have here. So the first one is the magnetic cable anchors, which attach securely to the desk to keep your cables tidy and from falling. I also have the magnetic headphone hanger, which attaches to the underside of the desk to store your headphones or gaming headsets. The magnet is really strong, so you have no worries about them falling off. But the best thing about this desk is the cable management system. At the back here, you have your cable management tray, which has a plug built in, so you can add an extension cord to power your computers or other accessories. Then just pop the lid down and everything is hidden. It's not a cheap desk, but I think it's worth the money, and I highly recommend getting one. On my desk, I have this little mini whiteboard for to-do lists and for jotting ideas down. And for charging my phone, I'm using the Peak Design wireless charger. It's okay, but it can be a bit temperamental with charging if it's not perfectly aligned, but it does the job. Alright, so over here we have all of my camera gear and equipment and a little charging station here. So I'll start with the charging station. I have a few different ways that I charge things. So I'm actually using the 100 watt DJI charger for my drone batteries, and it comes with 2 little USB-C ports in the battery block, and this is where I will charge my smart controllers, the DJI batteries, and then also the gimbal that I use, which is the DJI RS4 Pro. For my camera batteries, at the minute I am using the Tri-Charge from Peter Lindgren and Jupio, and it also has a little slots across the top here for SD cards, but you can also charge out as well. So if you have 3 batteries in here, you could essentially use it to charge an iPhone or any other USB device. But yeah, I love this little charger. I was using a different charger before. I believe it's in here. Yeah, so I was using the Cube 2, if this will focus for me, to charge my Sony batteries, but I have 3 Sony batteries, so I thought I'd go for the Tri-Charge. And so far so good. It looks really cool. Charges batteries really fast, and it has little levels here as well. So yeah, this is where I will charge most of my devices here. We'll head over here to the little rack that I have now. This is what I purchased from Homebase. It's pretty good. I think it was like £90 or something like that there. And this is where I store all of my gear. Up top here we have a few tripod accessories, so some heads. I also have this little handheld tripod from SwitchPod, which is really good. Good for if you want to do a few vlog style videos, and really love that. I am looking for something maybe a little bit more compact, so if anyone has any recommendations, please let me know. But yeah, I use that. I then also have a little small VW money box that I got when I bought my van. So that's up top. The next thing is all of my lenses. Currently at the minute I'm shooting on what I think might be my new favorite lens, and it is the 20mm G lens from Sony, and I absolutely love it. And the camera I'm using is the Sony FX3. Tripod is the Peak Design carbon fiber, and the mic I'm using is the DJI Mic 2. So lens wise, I'll start from the end here. So we have this bad boy, which is the 200 to 600 Sony lens, and this lens is incredible for doing wildlife. I love it. It's great. It's actually only my only zoom lens at the minute. I'm probably going to get the 70 to 200 at some point. But right now this is my zoom lens that I'll use for shooting wildlife. The next lens down is the Sony G Master 50mm f1.2. Another beautiful lens. At 1.2, it's so wide open and really beautiful. The next lenses, I'll just bring 2 over this time, we have are the Sony G Master 35mm and the Sony 24mm G Master. I think I'm a little bit of a brand snob now that I'm going through all of these. I seem to only buy Sony lenses. But yeah, another 2 brilliant lenses. One thing I would say about the 35 that I do find, I think it's a great looking focal length, but sometimes with this lens, the autofocus, I can find it haunting quite a lot. But still, yeah, a really good lens. I use my 24 for doing shots of the stars. I recently took it out and done some shots of the Northern Lights here in Northern Ireland, and yeah, I absolutely love it. Next up here then we have my Sony 14mm G Master and the Sony A7 IV. This lens I use for shooting houses and real estate and other kind of properties. A great wide angle lens, and I have it on the RS4 Pro with the A7 IV, and no complaints with that. Brilliant little wide lens. I then have this cool little accessory from a company called Holdland, which I got at NAB. I'm just going to put this on here. So it's like a new take on a lens cap. I'm just going to show you here. So the brilliant thing about this from Holdland is that that's your lens cap. So you basically screw this on. There's no more need for these, which I'm sure a lot of people will probably end up losing down the line. Basically you screw this on and that is your lens cap. So yeah, if you're out and about on a shoot and you need to take your camera out and start shooting straight away, take this out, twist it, you're good to go. So a brilliant little product from Holdland. Highly recommend checking it out. The only thing is that if you are videoing, you can't put on an ND filter. So more so targeted to photography. I think you could use it if you don't use ND filters, but a great little product here to keep your lens safe. The next shelf down, well, actually one more little item I should show is my little blower for getting dust out of the lens. A great piece of equipment. I also then have little pop figures as well at the back. Here is Eddie from Stranger Things. So yeah, just a little bit of decoration for the back here. Down below then we have the next shelf, and there's a few different items on here. So I have my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So I have that here, and it's a great piece of equipment. We also have the DJI Action 4 in this nice big backpack. I've recently changed over to the Action 4. I have always been using GoPros, but I was kind of getting a little bit fed up of the software, so I decided to switch over, and no complaints so far. A great little camera. I got the creator combo, so it came with the extra batteries, battery case, and then the sort of selfie stick as well. I did have to buy this big bag from DJI. It's great, but it's not very compact if you did want to have something a little bit smaller to throw into bags. But yeah, we have this from DJI and the Action 4. Some other pieces of Action 4 equipment. I have the Osmo suction cup from DJI. I've used it on my van, and it's brilliant. I really like it. Great suction on it for holding on to your van or your car or vehicle or any other products that you want to kind of stick it to. I then also have the Go-Matic, or Nomatic if you're in America, battery holders for putting into my bags. Great little pieces of equipment to keep your batteries safe. In here I have 3 Canon or the LPE6 batteries, and I use that with my Edelkrone slider and head 1. So back here then we have the slider holder. That's just a little bag that comes with it, and we also have the head 1 holder case. Have my bag for my Peak Design tripod, my DJI mic bag, and then my little memory card case as well. It's just one from Amazon. It's like a little Game Boy. Pretty cool. Open it up inside. You've got all your SD cards. I'll pop down in the link below if anybody is interested in any of these products. And last on this shelf here, I have a small rig handle for my FX3 cage and the A7 IV cage that I have. Great thing about this handle is that you can push in this button and turn it around. So if you need to get to a different angle, it's great for that. So a great little handle from Small Rig as well. So yeah, I love that one. I'll quickly show you the A7 IV cage from Small Rig that I have. I kind of have a half cage on my FX3, and then this is the full cage for the A7 IV. I think I have got everything on there. Oh, actually no. So in this little Edelkrone bag as well, we have the Flex Tilt head. So this is a great, it's kind of like a tripod head, but when you pop it on your tripod, you can actually extend it up a little bit more, so you can have a little bit more movement when it comes to your tripod head. So yeah, there's a great little bit of equipment here. So that is the Flex Tilt head. I do have a video on my channel on unboxing the Edelkrone stuff, so if you want to take a look at that. A great little company, and you should check their products out. Down to the next shelf. This is where I store my drones. So down here I have the DJI Mini 4 Pro. Also have the DJI Mavic 3T in this case here. So this is a great case from DJI itself. Great for storing your drone. So inside of here you have the drone, the charger, and I also have the speaker as well. So if you want to use the speaker, it's a great piece of equipment. So that is the Mavic 3T. Back in here. Also in here I have my Atomos Shinobi. If you notice me looking over to the side, I have the Shinobi set up there, but this is the case for it, and I store that in here. Inside here is the DJI Mavic 3 Pro, and this is a case I got on Amazon from, I think they're called Star something. It's a great little case. It's not a DJI official one, but I got it on Amazon, and I'll leave a little link below. And here's the inside of it. So it's nicely padded. You have the DJI Mavic 3 Pro and the batteries and the controller in there. So that's that. And then down below here, we have a few more boxes, cardboard boxes. I use these really useful boxes, they're called. You can get these in a few places in the UK here. Great for storing cables and hard drives and stuff, which is great. And I also have, it is the Peak Design and tech pouch as well. So great for storing more cables. I use this for when I'm traveling. Good for putting adapters and stuff in. And I keep that down there. I do also have the box of the DJI RS4 Pro and my MacBook Pro. I don't know about you, but I always seem to keep my cardboard boxes, and it drives my girlfriend wild because I have boxes everywhere. But I always find that if you go to sell things in the future, it's good if you have the box. I definitely feel like you can get a little bit more money, and people will know that you take care of your gear as well. So yeah, loads of different cardboard boxes down there. To the side then, I have my current camera bag. So the current camera bag that I'm using, yeah, you guessed it, is the Pete McKinnon Gomatic 25 litre. And yeah, this is my favorite camera bag at the minute. I actually love it that much that I went out and bought the 35 litre as well. And I also bought the 8 litre sling as well, which is a great little bag for carrying over your shoulder. And one of my favorite features about the 8 litre sling is that if you have your bag open and you're kind of going in and out of it, you have this little bit of string here that you can kind of attach to this part. So rather than having you zip and unzip all the time, you can just kind of hold that there. So it's like a little quick access point. So if you are in and out of your bag, that's a great way to do it. But I will have a camera bag review video coming up soon, just showing off my favorite camera bag. I have a load of camera bags, like I have nearly too many. I should probably sell a few, but I'm going to do a review showing off my favorite camera bag. At the minute it is the 25 litre nomadic, and that might change. If you are in the UK or Europe, nomadic is Go-matic. I think there was like a copyright issue with that, but in the US there's nomadic. I did visit nomadic at NAB, and I did ask, is there any chance of a refresh coming to the Peter McKinnon bags? And their answer was surprising. I'm not going to give anything away, but yeah, pretty exciting things to come from them. So yeah, this is the little corner where I do my charging, and I do store all of my gear. I kind of don't like having it all out. I think it's nearly a little bit messy, so I am potentially going to get some IKEA wardrobes and put doors on it. I'll show you the design that I'm thinking of. If anyone has done this before, let me know. But basically just going to put all shelves in, and then a few drawers for leads and cables and stuff. So I'll pop up the design of it here. Let me know what you think. If you've done it before, let me know. But yeah, over here is where I do all my charging and store all of my camera gear and equipment. Yeah, so I do also have this nice big whiteboard that I purchased from Amazon. I find it great for getting all of your ideas down. A good way to kind of track your to-do list for your day ahead. I do also have some of my upcoming video ideas on there as well. So yeah, I think this is a really good bit of equipment to have in your office if you do want to kind of get your ideas down in front of you and being able to visualize them. So yeah, I will link that down below. I do also have a Peloton in my office, which is another amazing bit of equipment when I use it. I purchased this just when it actually came out. I had purchased the original bike, and then a day or two later they announced the Bike Plus with the spinning screen. So I cancelled my order and updated it to the Bike Plus. And when I use it, I really enjoy it. I just haven't used it in a while, to be honest with you. But if you get really into it and start to really enjoy it, it is really worth the investment. And there's some amazing instructors on there, some great classes. I'd highly recommend trialing one if you are interested in it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll also leave a code below for £100 off if you are interested in getting one. So my office chair of choice is a Herman Mira 2, and I absolutely love it. It's a great chair for your posture if you are sitting for long periods of time. There's great adjustment in the back as well, so good for back support. And yeah, really comfy chair. I do find that when I'm sitting here for long periods of time, that I'm not feeling as stiff or as uncomfortable as that sometimes you might get in an office chair. I really love this chair and would highly recommend it. I decided to go for the Mira 2 after testing out my friend Decky's one, and as soon as I sat on it I was like, oh my god, this is incredible. So yeah, I decided to go for the Mira 2. Another recommendation I would have for an office chair, if you are in the market, is checking out the Secret Lab chairs. I have owned two Secret Lab chairs as well, two Game of Thrones editions. I do have a video that I done like a few years ago after I unboxed them. I bought them on release, and yeah, they're really, really good chairs. But as soon as I sat in this, I was just blown away by how comfortable it was. One thing I do miss about the Secret Lab chairs was I really love like kind of leaning back with the little head pillow, and yeah, that's one thing I really miss about that. But it's probably something to do with your posture, that you're better kind of not leaning back. But yeah, that's one thing I do really miss about the Secret Lab chairs. But yeah, love my Herman Miller Mira too. And finally, over here, I have my little entertainment corner where I can chill out after work or if I get stressed out. Here's where I play the PlayStation, and I am currently watching the Euros. And I'm using the LG C1 OLED 48-inch TV, and it's a class wee TV. I absolutely love it. And I also have this lovely little IKEA chair, and yeah, it's good to have a little space where you can kind of switch off if work's getting stressful, or you just after a hard day's work you wanna chill out. So yeah, this is the little entertainment corner. So yeah, that's my office tour, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have any questions about anything, from the chair to the desk to the Peloton, yeah, just let me know. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.